Hey everybody, I'm Nick with tech-Nic, and if you're like me, you might be struggling with having storage space for those family photos, movies, music, and more. And so today's episode is geared towards a solution that might give you the storage space you need with some extra features. Like I said, this episode of tech-Nic is going to be a little different. Most often, we're looking at products that anybody and everybody might use. This episode, maybe not. So right out of the gate, we're going to tell you what this is so that if you're not interested, go watch the Nursel or the Tech video, something fun. But this system that we're looking at, the Qnap TS453D, is upwards of $1,200. So we want to say that right here on the front of the video because if you've got a couple of pictures you're looking at, this probably isn't the way that you want to go. If you're willing to stick with us in this episode, we're going to point out why you might want to go towards something like this. The cool feature with this is that this thing works almost like a server, and so I can access my files anywhere in the world. And I can have security systems set up on this. I can encrypt my data on this. I can make this as safe as I want to make it. So, okay, Nick, what's the difference in a regular hard drive? Well, how about the fact that this has 8 gigs of RAM for processing power? I can actually run software off of this device. I can do 4K transcoding right off of this system. So I'm able to log into this from my phone. I can take my movies, for example, load my movies onto this drive, be in the airport in Timbuktu, log in on my phone and actually watch them right there. Or family photos, files, anything I need access to. Now, we're going to open this. I'm obviously, we can rattle off a bunch of specs. We can put stuff in the comments as far as like data transfer, multiple USBs, an HDMI. Let's see what we've got. Okay, let's set that back there for a second. Try to get back towards the center of the table before John starts yelling at me. And this one is packaged separately. So we've got this in the main box. Haven't done that in a while. So this NAS system, we're going to get nasty with it. That's a horrible joke. I wonder, why is it called Qnap, by the way? Is that because it's quiet? It's so quiet it'll let you nap while you use this? No? Well, the good people at Qnap, you should thank me for that. That's a free marketing tidbit you can have. Oh, here we go. Welcome. Thank you for choosing the Qnap. We hope you will enjoy it as much as we've enjoyed creating it. I'm going to have to take your word for it because I don't know how much fun you had making this. Let's get into this. It is nicely packaged. I don't see a very high likelihood of this getting damaged in transit. We have been seeing product damage. And here we go. Ooh, that one was sticky. All right, come on now, fellers. Well, good Lord. Come on with it, boys. I think we should put one more piece of tape, boss. Okay. All right, so we got rubber feet here. That tells me that this probably meant to go that way. We're just going to look around here. We've got a QR code for a service app, a heavy-duty fan back here with 4 USB inputs and a couple of Ethernet ports. One of them looks like a service port. And we've got HDMI and power on the back. This looks like a lock-unlock so that we can probably remove this front and add additional slots of storage into this bay. And for those of you that are wanting the tech specs, Intel Celeron quad-core, 2.0 gigahertz processing power. That's pretty crazy. Let's be quiet while we peel. Well, that was disappointing. That was a little bit better. All right. Oh, yeah, that was a good one. All right, we can see the expansion slots there. I wouldn't recommend leaving all of this open to the elements, you know. Keep it closed. Let's do one last peel. Oh, I lied. There's a bonus peel. Woo-hoo-hoo! So again, just quickly, it's worth mentioning, this is meant to be an enclosed system to keep contaminants out of here. all of these drives that go in here are meant and designed to work in here. So they're rated for the heat. Now it's also important to note that these things are going to be, you know, hard drives are moving. Thousands of rotations a friggin' second or whatever. So this is also engineered to be able to take that with multiple bays and to handle that motion. You know, the last thing you want is this stuff getting damaged because it's doing this number all the time. A couple of things in the box. We've got a bunch of screws in here. I'm positive that those are for securing the drives inside of the system. We got 2 LAN cables and power. Do I know what I'm doing? Absolutely not. This thing right here is infinitely smarter than I am. I assure you. It does more than I even understand to tell you what it does. Yeah, anyway.
And it's not even plugged in yet.
All right, so in this box, well, you probably guessed it, 2 Seagates 12 terabyte hard drives. Now, an important thing to discuss quickly. The beauty of this is something called redundancy. And what redundancy allows you to do is I can take every file that's on this and I can have those do a duplicate storage onto the second drive. So if something happens, and let's say I wake up tomorrow and this drive blows out, it frizzes out, and it goes down, I actually don't lose those things that had redundancy. And then again, you can encrypt these files so only you can get in. You can go in and set up user profiles and I can say, you know what, John can see all the tech-Nic stuff, but he can't see any of the financials. And it won't let him in. We're looking at a beautiful hard drive. So we will depress this tab and the tray slides out. The side panels come off, these little rocker panels here. The tray then goes face down over the exposed hardware component. And now we have this beautiful alignment of these little screw holes. Once this goes on, before you put the screws in, this is meant to clip back in. Now that they're in, we are going to install the hardware that we have. And you just need to go snug. What your hand can tighten here is all you need for that. On the back, we now have the 3 screws in. We can see our chipset is here towards the back. Turn it back up where we've got our tray handle here in the front, and this is now ready. That was a NAS hole. That's where the trays go. They go in the NAS hole. So we'll do it one more time in super speed mode because now we know what we're doing. That's normally when I mess something up. Side panel comes off. Holy. So we are those very people we were talking about earlier. We are going to set up redundant storage, and as you can imagine, this is being used for the channel. So we have them backed up. Then obviously you still have them on YouTube and whatever else, but the goal here is to be able also to add some encryption there as well. I mean, nobody wants to be hacked, right? Please don't hack us. If you're watching this, there's nothing to get. It's like a 0 ransom opportunity.
We have advanced hacking software that hacks you back.
Yeah, that's what I meant to say. Our software is so advanced, if you hack us, it hacks you back. It hacks you preemptively. It's precog hack software. We got Tom Cruise running around in here with a bald girl, and they will find you before you find us. Yeah, we're both in need of help. So these are screwed in. And this will slide into the tray here. It clips in.
Clipped right into that NAS hole.
Clips right into the NAS hole. How many storage devices we got on this ship anyway? Hey! I knew it! I'm surrounded by a bunch of NAS holes. So, one other thing worth mentioning is you might say to yourself, Nick, I have the cloud. Why do I need this? Well, I'm going to tell you something. If you're not paying money for it now, you will. It's coming. Google already charges for their cloud service. Amazon is charging. You might be getting some of that storage free with your phone, with Apple or with Samsung or even some of the Google phones. But trust me, it's coming. They are going to charge you. So if you invest in this, you're paying yourself for your storage. I want you to think about that. So if you're wanting more in-depth information, because we're just unboxing and setting up, right? We're going to put some links below and refer you to some videos of some guys that are really going to get in depth into this and what it can do and give you some places to start researching if this is something that you want to take to the 10th degree. Because we're going to be doing this, but we're not going to go so far down the rabbit hole. So we'll have some resources in the links. Take that information, see if this is something that's going to fit your application or your use. Is it overkill? Possibly. but if not, this will give you good safe storage for all your media and at a price point that I think is somewhat digestible, right? It's not cheap. You can go buy a hard drive for $100-some, but if that hard drive gets knocked over, broken, damaged, fried out, all those family memories are gone. So think about that. This is a good, easy entry into this. It's a contained system, it's clip and go, and it's got a lot of features, okay? And like I said, we're not going into those in this video. We'll put links below so you have some extra resources to see what all this can do. And that will be all that she wrote for this one. So everyone, I want to say thank you for watching and supporting the channel. Make sure you like and subscribe and share it with all your buddies, pals, gals, and friends. We are off to a good start with this channel. We've got a lot of videos up, and trust me, a lot more to come. We really, truly appreciate you guys, and we're enjoying doing this. We hope you keep watching. Catch us next time.